Today we prepare two stoves. One is for the briquette, one is for agate. But now we start firing the briquette stove first because we're considering if we can use and how we use the briquette stoves to firing the agate. Now we started. You find the people find paper, wasted paper, and small pieces of wood. Try to firing the stove first. You can see they're not experts. You'll find all the men always are not the expert in cooking. Even when they try to firing a stove. Now you see the fire is coming. Okay, Mr. Zhu now try to put several pieces of agate. You see, this is the stove. It is designed for briquette, but I try to show how we cook with a briquette stove and use the coal ball, or you call it agate. Now we put several pieces, like 4 or 5 pieces. Because the wood is not really firing. So let's see what happens in several minutes. We start counting. The time comes morning 10 o'clock 54 minutes. We put several pieces of agate. Let's see what happened after 4 minutes. After a while, when we see the wood flames come out, that's the time we put we put more agate into the stove. I asked Mr. Zhu how many pieces we normally put. He said it's about 500 grams. That is a normally standard quantity to start the stove. Please remember, it's about 500 grams. Now let's see what happened. Remember, the smoke here is still the smoke from wood. It's not the smoke come from the agate yet, because I believe the agate is still not burning yet. I'm talking to Mr. Zhu. They say because the smoke here, most of the smoke here is come from wood, so people may not know from when the smoke of the agate will come out. So I suggest let's put more agate into the stove after the wood is completely burning, and even so, that says you see all the smokes will be from agate. You can see now it's the time the agate is burning. The time comes to 11:02. 11:02. But I should remember, when you start to counting the burning time, you should ignore the time of people took, because they're not familiar, they're not experts to burning the wood. Even they take some time to burning the wood. You see now the smoke, the blue smoke come out from the stove. That means the agate is started burning. The time comes to 11:10. Let's say it's from the agate into the stove till the agate start to burning. It takes about 8 minutes. Now you see the flame, little flame, periodically come out from the agate. The time comes to 11:20. And times there is a smoke, but this is the smoke, the most strong smoke after the agate start to burning. I hope people will try or get used to this kind of smoke. Now we put back the stove into the room because outside is too bright. You can't see the flame. We take back the stove into the room. We see the flame and the burning well. The time comes about 11:23 or 11:24. The agate is completely burning. The flames is about 20 centimeters. When we see this flame come out from the stoves, Mr. Zhu feel a little bit happy. He said, if we have a small blower for the stoves, you'll find the flames come out very fast. Then I told Mr. Zhu, enter the film, so you can see him very clearly. The only problems I found, he lost more hairs in his head. The time now is 11:24. You can see the flame is very strong. And I asked Mr. Zhu how long it take. He said to keep this kind of stove, the flame, according to his experience, minimum 1 hour, even more, even 2 hours. But I don't believe. I'm going to tell the truth after burning, how long it takes after we put 500 grams agate into the stoves, and how long it's strong, how long it persists on burning till we put extra fresh agate. In all the processing, I keep checking the smell and keep checking the smoke. You can see they're fair. The smell is because it's different coal we use. The time is come to 11:30. That means after 30 minutes, this is the stove, this is the flame after 30 minutes burning. It looks very well, isn't it? The time comes to 11:40. This is the situation of the flame inside the stoves. The time comes to 12:50. This is the time we believe the flame is weak. We need to put fresh one. Then I put more pieces. Let's say about 7 pieces or 5 pieces of Then I found the flame is not strong. I suggest Mr. Zhu, let's put fresh one. There's two function, two purpose. We put fresh one into the stove. First of all, we could check how long it will take when people put fresh agate into the stoves to recover the flames. Another thing is we can check how strong the smoke will happen during we put the fresh one, because at this moment the only smoke will come from the agate. There is not any wood, there is not any nothing. So that will be a best way we can find how good we solve the smoke problem in our agate. What I want to say is that the agate here, the coal we use to produce the agate is more strong smoke. If you see the analysis reports. And of course, the sulfur rate may be a different percentage. So that's why the smell may not exactly the same as we have in Nigeria, but I'm sure when we put our additives inside the agate, you will feel good when you check the smell when the agate is burning. About 1 o'clock, 4 minutes, you see the smoke started. The smoke has started. That it means the fresh agate starts burning. This means it takes about 10 to 15 minutes. The fresh air, the fresh agate start to burn. Watch carefully if you still can find the smoke when the fresh agate start to burn. It's almost nothing. You can see the seldom smokes.
而且还很省煤，它几分钟它火就起来了。而且人家那边的那个炉子比这个就说它要深一点，它要深一点。
那个炉比薄，绝对比这个着得快。
啪，马上就起来了。这个如果起第一个，你看这火一起来，它马上就没了。它如果是火大的话，它一点都没有。
这下就是加了新煤进去之后，看看从新煤放进去到燃烧中间有多少烟，起火有多快。你现在看我这儿，他们这劈的是，他们这个劈的。你别挡着我看那个地水大，那水弄上来之后都没法管了。就说把他们这个就说地方合适哪儿在这弄不了。后来这是中央你派下来的部队。你看中间的火已经起来了，起来了，火已经起来了。现在这会儿闹得多厉害！
如果要是把那个煤球拨开以后，
The time is come to 1 o'clock 10 minutes. You find the flame is almost normal.
底下一堵上那个火，马上它就不要让它上下走风。
这个火就算已经着了啊。
这着了嘛，已经着了嘛。你上下走风以后，火有时候上面的人那个气流往下打的嘛，所以这样的话你就
这个火已经着了，不会再冒烟。
不会，你看，
着成这样应该不会再冒烟。
不会，
它就是没起来才会冒烟。
对，就那几分
着
钟的时间。
成这种火焰起来了之后应该不会再冒烟。
那不会的。
这样的话。这其实还是烟，
这不就是火吗？
燃火。
有点发点灰色，烟不大。
全看，那不看不看。
这个，它放到外头的话，它那个炉子不是老在外头，不就放这门口，就放这，你让它给点风，你上下给点风，它老是在外头做饭，所以就是又不，它这个炉子又不往进拿嘛。
闻一下味道也没什么味道，
没有什么味道，它就多少有一点，就是在拌料的这个过程当中，它一定要均匀。粉碎机上粉碎机时候，它要大致要必须要，你就一个锅里头放上一勺子盐，你还得搅个5、6遍，它才开的。这是个道理吧？
对。
要不然你搅上2遍，我操，盐在这头呢，这头咸是那头淡。
分的时候就已经没有烟了，火焰已经起来了。
就是两个几分钟
看，你冲一下看，就火更大的哈，你冲一下
那就大了，那肯定嘛，这是个道理。
这现在是11点42分，11点42分的时候，你说这个火现在还没有涨到最旺吗？已经是最旺了。
往最旺的方向在发展，
还不是最旺，
还不是最旺，
最旺的全部都变红了，
全部都变红。这个他做饭已经烧开水做饭是没有问题了。
这个火焰的高度，我觉得10几公分
，10几厘米。
火焰的高度就有10几公分，就说是11点42。
但是这个煤量才有1斤嘛，有1斤量，
只有1斤煤啊
，1斤。
12点13，已经是正常了，这时候已经是正常。
Here's another stove which is designed for agate. It is a small open mouth and he has a big body stomach inside the stove. So if you feel the heating also on top of stove, even the briquette is tired, but the still is very hot because this kind of design, stove design, there is enough fresh air into pumping the fresh air into the stove, so the heating concentrated in the open mouth of the stoves. That's why the heating result is very good. Now we put fresh small pieces, about 3-4 pieces. I want to see if there is smoke on top of the stoves. Let's come back to the briquette stoves. The time comes to 1:15. Then you see the flame is very strong, and if you try to smell if you check the smell, you'll find that it's very good. While the agate stoves, you'll not see any smoke on top of the stoves. That will be the second steps when we finish all the first lot of design for briquette stoves.